was Mr. King come out, as he described, appropriately, properly, gently, maybe lovingly, but certainly appropriately, gently, appropriately. Place the child in the back seat, move the child to put her in the proper position and be comfortable. Step back. Rita stepped up and put the seatbelt on her, whatever she was doing. She did what she needed to do to have the child settled in. That's all Larry did in this case. That is the sum total of what he did. He relinquished this child into the arms of her mother. He stepped away. I got feelings hurt, heartbroken the way he described it. I'm out, and he tells her to go. You just go. Leave. I'll talk to you later. She doesn't leave, obviously. She goes back and forth. But that point, the solicitor would need to prove to you, hold on, that when Larry King put her in that car, he did it with malice. First of all, he's got to prove that putting her in the car killed her, which of course is nonsense. It didn't. He made efforts to make sure she was safe and well done and properly positioned in there. And then he's got to show that when Larry did that, when he put that child in that car, he did it with malice. That he killed her, and he did it with malice. What does malice mean? I'm going to read it to you. Sorry, I'm going to read it. Malice is hate, ill will, or hostility towards another person. It is the intentional doing of a wrongful act without just cause or excuse and with an intent to inflict an injury or under circumstance in which the law will confer an evil intent. That's what malice is. So before you can even consider whether or not Mr. King should be convicted of murder, you have to consider whether or not there's any evidence whatsoever that you believe he put that child in that car with hatred, ill will, hostility, or the intention of doing a wrongful act. And that's nonsense. And y'all met Mr. King. Y'all met. Y'all had a chance to judge his credibility, his believability, and to determine whether or not you think he's guilty based on everything you heard and you saw, whether or not the state has proved beyond any reasonable doubt in your mind that when he put the child in the car, he did it with hate, ill will, and malice. And it's nonsense. Further, malice can mean a general malignant recklessness for the lives and safety of the others, or a condition of mind that shows a heart regardless of social duty and fatally bent on mischief. And all of that's real strong language, and there's a reason for that. It's because it needs to be. It's the worst crime that there is. And if Larry actually walked out and put the child in the car with the intention of the line, driving her safely away, and then he stepped away and said, y'all go, and he doesn't do anything close to this time, there's no indication whatsoever of malice, hatred, or ill will. And without it, the murder indictment falls on him. It falls for element one, killing someone, and it falls for malice, because he didn't kill anybody, and there's no indication he had any malicious, ill will, ill intent toward this child. That's what the state promised to prove. Ladies and gentlemen, in your jury room, in your jury room, you will have the indictments, and there are 3 indictments Mr. King is called to answer to. Murder, and I'll address that. Inflicting great bodily injury on a child, and the argument is convinced. And a conspiracy charge. When you have those indictments in your jury room, you are fully entitled to look at them, examine them, and see what you think about those documents. You may notice, if you look closely, that shortly after this child died, Mr. King was indicted for murder. Period. Stop. And then as time went on, and a trial went, and the rubber's going to meet the road, we're going to put it to the test. Somebody looked at that murder indictment and said, this ain't gonna fly. It was 2.5, maybe 3 years later, coming in for the trial, they came up with new charges. And that's just, look at the dates. Look at the dates. And they got all this fire in their heart, absolute confidence.